The Truth About Hello Neighbor Explained. The Game. Hello Neighbor is a sad and tragic story about the Peterson family and Nikki Roth. The Petersons were a happy and close family who had everything most people could only wish for. But their happiness was broken when Mrs. Peterson died in a car crash. The game Hello Neighbor starts with Aaron and Maya Peterson, two young siblings, playing hide and seek in their house. They imagine their house as a big forest and have fun pretending to be lost. When it's time for lunch, their mother calls them down to eat. They all sit down together and enjoy a tasty home-cooked meal. The next day, Aaron and Maya play cops and robbers. They pretend they're in a big, strange city and have lots of fun playing their game. When it's time for lunch again, they wait for their mom to call them down, but she never does. They go to the dining room and see their parents aren't there. They put 4 plates on the table and wait patiently for their parents, but they get more and more worried as time goes by. The next day, Aaron tries to call his parents, but the phone doesn't work. They don't know where their parents are, but they try to stay positive and keep themselves busy. Aaron makes a firefighter helmet and pretends to be a fire, while Maya pretends to be a firefighter putting out the fire. They have a lot of fun playing this game, but they're still worried about their parents. As lunchtime approached, Aaron and Maya heard the front door open and ran downstairs to greet their missing parents. However, only Mr. Peterson walked in. He was carrying Mrs. Peterson's purse, and his face was full of sadness. He fell to his knees and let out a deep sigh, letting his children know that Mrs. Peterson had died. He had been at the hospital praying and hoping she would get better, but it was not meant to be. Aaron and Maya hugged their heartbroken father, not yet fully grasping the depth of their loss. Mr. Peterson only put out 3 plates on the table, and the absence of Mrs. Peterson was keenly felt. The atmosphere at the table was somber, with everyone's faces etched with grief. Later in the evening, Maya notices Mr. Peterson dozing off in an armchair in front of the TV. Aaron is upstairs, letting out his anger and sadness by breaking everything he can reach. He eventually collapses on the floor and cries, slowly realizing that he will never again feel his mother's warm embrace or hear her soothing lullabies. Maya slowly walks up to Aaron and tries to make him feel better, but he shoves her away. He then asks her to play with him, and their imaginations take them to a brightly colored cemetery. Aaron chases Maya with a toy gun, and they have a lot of fun pretending to be in a graveyard. When it was time to eat, the kids stopped playing. Aaron got upset and started shooting Maya with the toy gun over and over again. She told him to stop, but he wouldn't listen. She was scared and didn't understand why her brother was being so mean. Aaron finally snapped out of it and was horrified by his own behavior. But his pride got in the way, and he refused to admit that he was turning into a troubled young man. It didn't help that Mr. Peterson called them to the table instead of their mother. Aaron was still furious about everything that had happened, and he started picking on Maya. He pushed her, and her plate fell and shattered. This made Mr. Peterson mad, and he told Aaron to get out of the dining room. Aaron took Maya's doll with him as he stormed out, and she followed him. Despite Mr. Peterson's order, Maya followed her brother. She found him hiding under a blanket on his bunk bed, crying. She pulled the blanket away and asked for her doll back, but Aaron refused and insisted on playing hide and seek instead. He forced Maya to be the seeker, and she reluctantly agreed. After a while, Maya found her doll on the roof of the house. Her imagination made the height of the house seem much greater, and she felt like she was above the clouds. She gently hugged her doll as if assuring it that it would be safe. As she tried to go back inside, Aaron blocked her path, forcing her to stand on the edge of the roof. In a fit of anger, Aaron knocked Maya's doll out of her hand, sending it plummeting to the ground. Then, in a clumsy move, he bumped Maya, causing her to lose her balance and fall off the roof. In slow motion, Maya witnessed the look of terror on her brother's face. As she fell, she heard a soothing melody, as if a reassuring voice was telling her that everything would be okay from now on. She would no longer have to endure the pain of loss and the sadness that engulfed her father and brother. Donning his thick leather gloves, Mr. Peterson began digging a grave in his backyard, his face devoid of all emotion. He lowered Maya's body into the earth, with Aaron watching from behind a locked door. Aaron was presumably imprisoned in the basement. Mr. Peterson's mind was shattered by the tragic events. He spiraled into a state of instability and unpredictability, ultimately lock his son in the basement due to him becoming extremely also destructive and unpredictable, which is witnessed by Nicky Roth. Nicky Roth is a curious neighbor kid that noticed odd things happening at the Peterson house. He snuck into their yard and saw Mr. Peterson digging up Maya's grave. Upon being caught by Nicky, Mr. Peterson kidnapped him and held him captive in the basement, treating him cruelly. Nicky escaped, but the experience left him with lasting emotional scars. Mr. Peterson, unable to stay in the neighborhood, vanished without a trace. The tragic events deeply affected everyone involved. Aaron, burdened by guilt over his sister's death, became withdrawn and troubled. Nicky, haunted by his experience with Mr. Peterson, struggled to trust anyone. The neighborhood, once lively and cheerful, was forever changed by the tragedy, a constant reminder of the darkness hidden beneath its surface.